All right, so let's take our first picture here and see where we are. Now the first problem I see is that we've got a light intruding into the back of the frame here, so we're going to have to readjust our lighting. It also looks like we might be a little bit overexposed in this area right down here, so we'll make some adjustments to the lighting and see if we can take care of those problems. So first thing to be is to just move this out of the frame and try to maybe back it up a little bit more so that we're not getting so much light on our subject. And take another picture. That's better. We've gotten rid of our light back here. Still looks a little bit overexposed right here. The other thing I'm noticing is that we have a real deep shadow along the left edge here of the carving. So I'm going to use that reflective card that they provided along with the light. I'm going to bring that in a little bit here. Just going to move it around. I'm going to look in the back of the camera. I'm going to see just what it's doing there. So looks pretty good right there. Try to making sure that we don't have any of the reflective card in here. Take another exposure. And you can see it's starting to look better. One thing I might suggest in this one is I think I might crop in a little bit, but not too far, because one of the important things is to leave enough room all around the object. I'd say somewhere in the neighborhood of about 25% of the frame, so that there's room to crop, and it gives the designer some options of how they want to use that space. So I might come in something like that, just brings the object a little bit closer, and that's probably too close, so just back out just a little bit, and we'll take a look at that, and that looks pretty good. So you can see in about 3 or 4 short frames we've gotten to the point where we have a very good photograph, nice neutral background. The object is looking really nice. It has nice tonality. The lighting on it is very pleasing, and there's no real deep shadows, but we do have some tonality in it to show the facets of the carving, and I think that does a pretty good job. So that's a great starting point. Now the other thing that I might do at this point is I may go back into the function settings and go to my exposure settings right here, simply by scrolling down to them. And here's where you can make your adjustments positive or negative. And I think it still looks like the exposure on that base is still just a little bit, has too much light on it. So I'm just going to change my exposure here a little bit. And I'm going to go 2 stops down, 2 notches down there. And we'll go back out of the function setting. And we'll go ahead and take another photo. And again, now what I might try to do here is bring this in a little bit closer, just to give a little more light to the object. Press my button halfway down. It's going to give you a pretty good idea what the final exposure is going to look like. And that's not too bad. I'm a little bit concerned about how dark the background is, so I'm going to move I'm going to move this back here a little bit, like this. But now I've got my my fill light into the frame, so I'm just going to pull that out a little bit. Nice thing is they make this so it's adjustable, so you can use it to do a couple different things at the same time. I'll take another shot here, and that looks pretty nice. So I think at this point we're probably good to move on to another object if we want to, or to push our play button and look at these and make sure that that's what we want.